This is Valley News Live at noon.
We begin this Wednesday afternoon with breaking news. We're hearing reports of a man who is now in custody following a pursuit in Minnesota. The call came in over an hour ago. Scanner traffic indicates the suspect's tires were blown out, causing the car to crash into some wires in Clay County. We have a crew on the way and we've reached out to authorities to get more information. We'll share updates as we get them to our website at valleynewslive.com or on our VNL News app. New at noon, 4 men are facing charges following a jailhouse brawl in Grand Forks. Another man is recovering from serious injuries after he was jumped. Court records showed this past Friday, inmate Charles Lambert was lured into a cell and confronted about being a sex offender. That's when documents say 4 other inmates started attacking him. And documents say these 4 men on your screen attacked Lambert, causing a broken nose, fractured vertebrae, fractured rib, and several cuts and bruises. The victim had to be rushed to the hospital. These men are now all facing aggravated assault charges. Also new at noon, 1 woman is wanted out of Grand Forks County for starting multiple fires in her own home. Police say in April they were called to a home in the 1400 block of South 14th Street in Grand Forks for reports of several fires. Records show a fire was set in the oven, a dryer, and in the living room of the home. No one was home when the fire crews arrived, but officials say the smoke was toxic and could have been very dangerous if anyone was exposed. An arrest warrant has now been issued for 30-year-old Samantha Roth. She's also facing a charge of felony endangering by fire. Meanwhile, it was a hectic morning for some people in South Moorhead when fire crews rushed to a dumpster fire. Viewers tell us people originally called authorities saying they heard a loud bang, then saw the fire. Firefighters rushed to the 3200 block of 9th Street South around 2 this morning and quickly put out the flames. No building or other items were damaged. Turning our attention to the weather, it's sunny out, but we're staying below average for temperatures, of course. Let's go to Summer Schnellbach with a first look at this afternoon forecast. Summer?
Thank you so much, JC. Hopefully a lot of people don't agree with me or don't disagree with me, but this is picture perfect by my standards. Lots of sunshine, slight breeze, just a few passing clouds, temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. This is my kind of day. We're at 70 right now in Fargo, 71 in Grand Forks. You can see lots of blue on our Grand Forks sky cam in the background here, 72 in the Fergus Falls area. Looking at satellite and radar, the most abundant sunshine, again, just like the last few days, is up to the north and off to the east with a few more clouds in parts of the southern valley. And we did have a passing shower that has really dried up. That's been the same case for the last several days. Showers try to move in, but evaporate before they make it to the surface. We do have a chance for some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder. JC, this afternoon, temperatures though warming up into the mid 70s. I'll have your hour by hour forecast of when and where to maybe expect a quick thunder shower coming up in just a little bit.
Summer, I'll tell you, I do agree with you. It is a picture perfect day.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Summer. Law enforcement seized North Dakota's longest serving senator's state-owned laptop and iPad. Former Senator Ray Holmberg resigned last week following a report claiming he traded several texts with a man jailed on child pornography charges. Police searched Holmberg's Grand Forks condo in November. That search came about 3 months after Holmberg exchanged 72 text messages with Nicholas James Morgan DeRozier, who was in jail at the time. No one wants to wait for a hospital bed, especially when it's a crisis, but that's been the reality for Minnesota kids and teens struggling with their mental health. And now there's new funding to support them. Governor Tim Walz yesterday signed a bill into law that earmarks $92 million to fund a variety of programs and initiatives. And it's not just for the youth. The package also puts tens of millions of dollars toward adult mental health initiatives, including the expansion of mobile crisis units. It was an emotional day of testimony on Capitol Hill this morning as survivors and families of mass shootings called on lawmakers to pass new gun control measures. An 11-year-old described what she had to do to survive while a gunman killed her classmates at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas.
He shot my friend that was next to me, and I thought he was going to come back. to the room, so I grabbed the blood and put it all over me.
I left my daughter at that school, and that decision will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Connecticut senator says he believes senators are close to agreeing to the framework for a gun control bill. The negotiations are meeting again this afternoon. Democrats say they want to vote on a bill by the end of this week. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has won the Republican primary for another term, defeating a former legislative leader who accused her of using the office to mount a 2024 White House bid. Governor Noem defeated South Dakota House Speaker Steve Haggard and will now face Democratic State Representative Jamie Smith, who did not face a primary challenger. Noem used this election fundraising cycle to collect a record amount of money from a South Dakota candidate, bringing in more than $15 million. Straight out of a storybook, coming up at noon, the tale of two unlikely furry friends in a Minnesota backyard. But next, hopping on the warming trend, Summer Schnellbach has your forecast as we heat up into the weekend.